All right. So after attempting to believe in Casey Mize to get one more out, we're gonna go to the picks instead. So you already know what time it is. Hit the music. Ah, that's probably a good volume, right? Probably. Oh, this is a good volume. So this week, or this past week, me and Seth ended up tying. 8 picks were correct. It was a rough week. Both of us got 8 picks right. Seth obviously is not here again, so we will take his picks and go for it. So, Thursday night football, Patriots visiting New Jersey, taking on the Jets. Jets. Seth is taking the Jets. I'm gonna take the Pats. I know I'm taking a risk here. I refuse. This is two ugly teams. But the Patriots played the Seahawks close last week at home, lost the game obviously in overtime. I don't know. I just kind of like the Patriots a little bit more. I think it's gonna be an ugly game, but I'm the way the NFL has gone. I'm just willing to bet anybody. I'm willing to pick anybody, even if it feels stupid. So give me the Pats to get the win here. So yeah. Let's see. Giants at the Brownies. Seth is taking the Browns. I suppose I will agree. I suppose I will just agree. Yeah, the Browns are terrible, but weirdly enough, the Giants are also terrible. So yeah, I think I'll stick with the Browns here. I can't believe in the Browns, or in the Giants, I should say. They lost a game without the other team scoring a touchdown, man. I mean, come on. Bears at the Colts. Seth is taking where is it? Pick the Bears. Man, this is actually really tough. I'm gonna take the Colts. I just, from what I have seen from the Bears all season long, it's just kind of been okay. Like Caleb Williams has not had any games that have been good. The Colts, at least with Anthony Richardson, last week, I can't explain that loss to the Pack, other than it was on the road. That's the only explanation. But yeah, Anthony Richardson, I will stake my hope in him. I will believe Anthony Richardson can get a win here, and yeah, that's all I got. I don't know that this game is really going to be all that entertaining, unless Caleb Williams starts to turn it on. Then maybe it could be kind of a fun game. 2 quarterbacks just slinging the ball down. So, give me the Colts. Texans at the Vikings. Seth taking the Texans. Look, I agree. This has to stop. There's no way that the Vikings are actually good this year. It has to end. Sam Darnold, you had your little fun. All right, it was fun. We all enjoyed it. We had a good time. It's cool. We're all having fun. It's all good. Texans, I think they're going to go into Minnesota. I think they're going to win this game. CJ Stroud, despite his struggles this past Sunday, I do think he can bounce back. It'll be a much weaker defense, theoretically. Again, the Vikings are undefeated, so this is things. But so are the Texans. They're also undefeated. So, 2 undefeated teams. Who would have thought? Up next, Eagles at the Saints. Seth is taking where's his pick? The Saints. You know what? Sure. I can't explain it. Derek Carr and the Saints are playing out of their mind. And the Eagles are technically playing football, but I don't know that anyone would truly actually believe that what they are showing is football. Last week they blow it, so I don't know. Things are weird in Philly. The vibes are immaculate in New Orleans. So give me the Saints. I'm sure this is going to be the game where they finally have the wheels fall off. But hey, let's have fun while we can. Chargers visiting Pittsburgh, taking on the Steelers. Seth is obviously taking his Chargers. Gosh, I hate this. I'm going to take the Steelers. They're undefeated. So are the Chargers. But when I look at this matchup, I will take ugly over I will take ugly defensive win over ugly offensive win. One of the Chargers' wins is against the Panthers, which is not fair, right? That's just not fair. And I don't really know what kind of a team the Chargers ultimately are. The Steelers, I know it's going to be a grind. It's going to be ugly. It's going to look weird. So, yeah, I will give it to the Steelers to get the win. I got nothing. I hate the Steelers, but they're going to pull off a win somehow. It's going to be like a 16-14 win. It's going to be the worst football you'll ever see. Broncos at the Buccaneers. Seth is taking the Buccaneers. And yeah, you got to agree. Baker's Bucks. I witnessed it firsthand. They can find ways to win games, and the Broncos can find amazing ways to lose games. So yeah, I don't see a world where the Broncos get the win here. I did like Bo Nix coming into this season, but yeah, it's not looking good. It's not a great start. Not a great start for any of the quarterbacks drafted, really. J.J. McCarthy's dead. Bo Nix looks terrible. Michael Penix isn't even playing. It's been a weird... I guess Jane Daniels looks okay. He's the only one that looks okay. So, good for him. Packers taking on the Titans. Little Malik Willis revenge game. Malik Willis revenge game coming back to Tennessee. Seth is taking the Pack to win this game. I don't know. Who do I pick? The Packers played an awfully ugly game with Malik Willis because Malik Willis is not a good quarterback, but they managed to find the way to win. The Titans, on the other hand, they do have this ability to find ways to lose. Who did they even play last week? I don't even remember. They played the Jets and they lost that game. I guess I'll go with the Pack. At least if I get it wrong, we'll both get it wrong, right? That's the sort of mindset I'm living in. So yeah, I'm gonna live on the hope that the Packers don't actually have a good quarterback, and I'll be wrong. So it'll be a win-win. So yeah. Up next, the Panthers visiting the Raiders. Seth, I don't even really need to look because he's taking the Raiders, and I'm not going to explain any further. Yeah, I'm taking the Raiders. Panthers might not win a game. Not talking anymore. Dolphins at the Seahawks. I'm done. I'm not talking about that game. I have nothing to break down. Dolphins at the Seahawks. Seth is taking the... Where is his pick? Hold on. Where is his pick? Hold on. Dolphins. I always miss it. The Dolphins, I'm going to take the Seahawks. The loss of Tua, I think, is going to have a massive effect. Skylar Thompson is going to be their starting quarterback on Sunday. And, I don't think that's going to look great. Obviously, he's going to have a lot of weapons, so they might be able to put up some yards, make some plays, but I don't see them pulling off a win here. The Seahawks are a gutsy team. They're a well-coached team. It might be ugly, but I think the Seahawks can pull off a win here. So give me the Seahawks, Geno Smith and the boys get the win. Up next, the Lions visiting Arizona, taking on the Cardinals. Seth is taking the Lions to bounce back, and yeah, I'm going to agree. Obviously, Lions fan, so I'm not ever going to pick against them. So yeah, give me the Lions. They are the ultimate bounce back team. I do think that this offense has yet to really get things going. After a putrid showing last week, I think this could be a wake-up call for them to really get things going. It's going to be a tough game on the road against a team that is high on life right now. 1-1. They're the same record as you. But high on life right now. Feeling good. They just beat a divisional opponent. Beat the doors off of them. So, yeah. I do think, though, that the Lions will be able to pull off the win and get themselves right back into it because this defense might actually be legit. Aiden Hutchinson on a Defensive Player of the Year career. He's looking for that. He's trying to get that award this year. So, yeah. Give me the Lions. Ravens at the Cowboys. I believe this is America's game of the week. So if you like Tom Brady calling Cowboys games, then get 3 of them in a row. Seth is taking the Ravens to win the game. Yeah, I'll take the Ravens. The Cowboys look so bad. And I mean, they beat the Browns on the road earlier in the season, but that is starting to look like not all that great of a win anyway. And they're coming off of a terrible game at home. They could bounce back for sure, but hey, the Ravens also have played a terrible game at home. So who wants to win a game more? I think the Ravens are going to be very desperate. They're 0-2. They're trying to break the teams that start 0-2 usually don't make the playoffs, and it'd be crazy if the reigning MVP Lamar Jackson does not make the playoffs. So yeah, give me the Ravens, get the win here, get themselves back on track. 49ers taking on the Rams. Seth is taking the 49ers. Yeah, I think the injuries are just too much. I think the 49ers are going to get the win here, despite the loss of Debo. I do think that San Fran is that team. I think they are a very good team. I think they'll be able to overcome the loss of Debo and of McCaffrey as well. So this might be a closer game. Both these teams dealing with heavy injuries in their offensive side of the ball, but I do think that the 49ers come away with the win. It might be ugly, but I think they come away with the win. Give me the 49ers. Chiefs at the Falcons on Sunday night. Oh, Sunday night. Seth is taking the Chiefs. Yeah, I'm just going to do it on principle. Like, my thinking is, with the Chiefs, even when you think they're not going to win, just pick them. Like, the vibes in in Atlanta right now are immaculate, but the vibes in Kansas City, like, they are undefeated. They never lose. I don't know how they do it. I hope they do lose, and I want them to cut to the Taylor cam every time that Travis Kelce drops a pass, or whenever the Falcons score. That'd be great, but it's not gonna happen. So give me the Chiefs. They're gonna win it, and America is going to be upset. Now we got a doubleheader on Monday night. The Jags taking on the Bills, heading to Buffalo. Seth is taking the Bills. Yeah, good call. Trevor Lawrence sucks. He's terrible. And I think Josh Allen and the Bills are going to be able to handily take care of them as they have their first two games, right? Just take care of their opponents. They've got coming off a long break after a Thursday night win. So I think they're going to be ready to go. And I don't have much hope for the Jaguars. So yeah, that's too bad. And finally, the Commanders heading to Cincy, taking on the Bungles, trying to bounce back out of an 0-2 start. Seth is taking the Bengals. I will agree. The Commanders last week, despite their win, did not score a touchdown. And the Bengals, despite their loss, looked pretty good. Joe Burrow looked a lot better. Was a lot more, felt a lot more like the Joe Burrow we remember. I don't know if it's going to last, but yeah, I don't think the Commanders are going to win a lot of games, and the Bengals are prime for a bounce back this week. Again, they're 0-2. You don't like the stats on teams that start 0-2 as far as their ability to make the playoffs, so it's must-win territory for Cincinnati. You don't want to fall 0-3 because stats get even worse. So give me the Bengals. All right, to round it off here, starting Patriots at the Jets. Seth is taking the Jets. I am taking the Patriots. Giants, Browns. We are both taking the Browns. Bears, Colts. Seth is taking the Bears. I am taking the Colts. Texans, Vikings. We are both taking the Texans. Eagles, Saints. We're both taking the Saints. Chargers, Steelers. Seth is taking the Chargers. I am taking the Steelers. Broncos, Buccaneers. We are both taking the Buccaneers. Packers, Titans. We are both taking the Packers. Panthers, Raiders. We are both taking the Raiders. Dolphins, Seahawks. Seth is taking the Dolphins. I am taking the Seahawks. Lions, Cardinals. Seth, we are both taking the Lions. Ravens, Cowboys. We are both taking the Ravens. 49ers, Rams. We are both taking the 49ers. Chiefs, Falcons. We are both taking the Chiefs. Jaguars, Bills. We are both taking the Bills. And Commanders, Bengals. We are both taking the Bengals. And those are your week 3 picks. Hi, it's me again. If you enjoyed what you just saw, hit the like and subscribe button. We do live shows every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hope to see you there.